Welcome to another edition of Living in Altador. Today, I have the good fortune of being here with my broker and owner of Remax House of Real Estate, Mr. Michael Cain. Michael, welcome to the show.
Hi, Bryon. How are you?
I am excellent.
Great.
Thanks so much for being on the show. So, Michael, we have worked together for a long time. And we have moved recently, well, not that recently, to this new location at 4034 16th Street, which you are principal and visioning. I very much enjoy our office, as do all the other agents. Tell me, Michael, a little bit about Remax House of Real Estate, how you got into this business, and what motivated you to start the business.
Well, Bryon, I've been a realtor in Calgary since 1996. So almost 20 years or so.
Well, wait a second, isn't that more than 20 years?
Yeah, it'd be more than 20 years now. But who's counting?
Nearly 25.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm a third generation realtor in Calgary. My grandma was a realtor in Calgary, one of the first female brokers with Chinook Realty back in the 1950s.
And you just told me that today for the first time. I had no idea.
Yeah, absolutely. So our family's been in the business. My brother also is in the business and 35 years here with Remax. And my dad actually has 6 siblings. A lot of them over the years have been involved in real estate and still are. So big history for our family in real estate in Calgary for a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so your grandmother was a broker.
Yeah, she was.
And then your family, and then you got in the business in 96. And when did you have your first brokerage?
I was in the business and we bought a company called Remax Classic back in 2003. And then from there, we purchased Remax House of Real Estate in 2004 and merged both of them together and dropped the name Remax Classic and became Remax House of Real Estate with 4 or 5 locations. We had 17th Avenue and 37th Street. We had Crowchild Trail and 54th Avenue. We had Okotoks and High River and 28th Street up in the Northeast, our commercial office.
And tell me a little bit about the process about coming to where we are now and how this office evolved. And what was the motivation behind that? Like, we're in the center of Altador, kind of Marda Loop area.
Yeah.
We got kind of a nice space and it's a little commercial here as well as not just us all over.
For sure. We started in Remax House of Real Estate as one of the first Remax offices opened in Canada back in the early 1980s. When they came to Canada, they came to Calgary, Remax.
Oh. I didn't realize it was that young, actually, in Calgary in the early 80s.
Yeah, 1980. And I think the first office was around 79, 80, and then we came a few years later, Remax House of Real Estate, and it was opened in the plaza that we moved out of just a few years ago over here on 54th Avenue, and then we were there ever since. So my business partner and I, Afshin Devani, who owns a company called Round Square, is a developer, thought about moving and looked around and had opportunities, and this was one of the opportunities because this lot had been sitting vacant for many years.
Right.
Used to be an old gas station in the 50s.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
60s, yeah, it was here. So they kind of took the vision, Afshin and his brother Al Karim, and designed the building and built the building for us, and here we are today. We'll be 3 years. February we moved in.
So 3 years February, wow.
This year, 3 years February.
That's great.
So part of the community, we wanted to stay part of the community because we had been here so long. We have a history here and I have a history here.
In fact, you're telling me about that history. You just sold the family home. Your parents or grandparents built a house not far from here, 5 or 6 blocks.
Yeah.
It's been in the family since 1953 and just recently sold.
Yeah. My grandparents built that home in 1953. Not far, just a few blocks up the street. It's remained in the family since then. And my siblings, my brothers and sisters, we just sold the house.
Well,
yeah,
that's
at Christmas time last year. My dad had 6 siblings, 7 kids in the family, and grew up in the Altador area here. And
it's kind of shocking that you've had this business here just down the street for like all these years. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's ironic that we have the building here and it's only a few blocks away from our family home. Yeah.
Michael, getting more into what customers like about Remax House of Real Estate, what do you think it is that our clients really like about our business?
You know, it's longevity. It's the professionalism of our group that we have. Our average is probably 11, 12 years with our office. It's a well-known name. It's a well-known brand. We're the #1 brand in the world. We command 42% of the market in Calgary as a Remax group. Very close to that and always will have that market share. Our next closest competitor is around 11%. If you put all our competitors combined, you don't even equal the 42%. So we do a good job. Remax is a brand that everybody knows, has confidence in times like we've seen, and it's unheard of, but we thought that we would have been into some kind of a downturn in real estate. And the last 4 or 5 months have been some of the best months we've seen in years, which is strange, right? We don't know how to understand that, but we'll take it. We don't want to see anybody come down with this. So we've kept safe, we've got protocols, we wear masks. We don't have public in here. If the public is in our spaces, they're wearing masks. Open houses are kind of dictated by the Alberta Real Estate Association. They dictate what we can do. Throughout the summer, early summer, they were shut down and then they opened them back up. And now, a couple of weeks ago, they shut them back down again. So there is no public open houses to this point. I think with the cases on the rise, we want to be careful. We want to make sure that everybody is safe. It's not a long period of time. Wait this thing out. We will get through it. And I think that's the key at this point. Be safe, be smart, and make sure that you're worried about your neighbor. We don't want to be selfish here. It's a big problem, and we all have to be working together.
Excellent. Michael, there's a lot of excellent agents within your office. What's the best way for people to reach out to you personally here at Remax House of Real Estate?
I think the best way, if you'd like to call in and like to look at our facility or come in, we'd be more than happy to bring you through. We've got a lot of people that work in the area, and Bryon, you live and work in the area, which is great. You've been a big supporter of our office for many years. But if you want to contact me at any time, our main number is 403-287-3880, and you can ask for Michael Cain, and I'd be more than happy to sit down and talk to you.
And of course, the website is
www.remaxhouse.ca.
We're on Insta as well, so you can find all that there.
Instagram also, yes.
Michael, any last request of our audience?
No, I think that's it. Thank you for having us, and thank you for supporting the office. And if there's anything that you have in the community-wise that you'd want us to participate in, we're always all ears for that. We're here. Come and see us. If you have interest in real estate, come and talk to Bryon. If you have another realtor that works in our office at Remax House, absolutely see them. We're here to help and serve the community in any way we can.
Michael, it's been a pleasure working with you for, I think, 15 or so years here at the office.
It has been, yes.
Your leadership and vision for all things real estate and creating this gorgeous office that we have here has been much appreciated. I thank you today for the past and being on our show.
Great. Thank you, Bryon.
Be safe, all.